Gonzalez up the middle, base hit. First ball swinging, Marwin Gonzalez right back through the wickets, and the no-hitter and perfect game are gone.
Line drive, base hit, there it is. 4,000 hits. Jansen, the third man in baseball history to have 4,000 hits. He does it in the first inning, and the Yankees come out of the dugout to congratulate him for a great achievement. In Japanese, David, they would say omedeto, which is congratulations.
Tie game in the ninth. Jay grounds one. Pedroia makes the play. Throw home. 2 out. Over to third. It gets away. Alan Craig is going to come to the plate. Here's the throw.
The Southern California coastline on a great day for baseball in Orange County. The Indians and the Angels. Next. Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Here it's the second of this 3-game set between the Indians and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Here with another edition of Indians Baseball, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll go to work against a tough assignment indeed, matching up against a good one in Jared Weaver. Into the box now stands the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, and we are ready for baseball. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Bourne in year 2 now of his 4-year deal. Year 1 found him finishing at .263, 6 homers, and 50 driven in.
And also 23 steals, which was down from his high of 61 back in 2011. I don't think that's a huge deal, but I do think the Indians would like to see him get on base a little more often this year.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up out in front of the mound. Freeze is there, and Bourne flies out to start the ball game. So Weaver takes care of the leadoff hitter here in the first, and with that, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Mike Aviles will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a fastball here from Weaver. Hit on the ground to Ibar out at short. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
And you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. This guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spot, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Nick Swisher will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Brandon Moss will stand in now. He homered in the ball game last night. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead.
Already their second double of the ball game here in the first inning. He's not fooled too many guys out there to this point, that's for sure.
Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will stand in for the first time now, and boy, look at these numbers the last 7 games. He's as hot as anyone in baseball. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swing and a liner towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. And you get a look there at Mike Scioscia's starting lineup for the Angels as they'll line up like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys as his numbers are on your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Eric Ibar will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Murphy will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number one.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Howie Kendrick will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Mike Trout will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Yan Gomes leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Lonnie Chisenhall. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Come on.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
.2-0 on the way. Now a ball lined toward right center, and he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. check out the hands getting into good position. Hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And a curveball that time, but it's grounded foul. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is there, 2 gone.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
David Murphy will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside. The throw.
I don't know about this one. Not exactly an ideal situation to run. You've got a left-handed batter up there. You're not really gaining a whole lot with 2 outs anyway. But heck, if you think you can make it, who am I to argue?
Runner away from third. Now the pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hard hit towards center. Trout is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for the Tribe. We've played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Albert Pujols will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Kind of a double-edged sword right there. He wants to bounce a curveball to get a swing through, and he gets it, but then he's got to worry about that ball maybe getting away. Fortunately, that's a nice play to keep it close and get the runner out at first.
Josh Hamilton will get his first shot at it here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and that misses, ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
fouled back. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Raul Ibanez get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. This is up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way. And that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
David Freese will stand in looking for a bleeder, a bloop single, anything to kickstart the average a bit because he's had a rough go of it these past 6 ball games. Now here's the first pitch. Swung on and rolled softly to third. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne.
Michael Bourne.
And that's dead center for strike 1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here comes another 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Grounded foul. Still 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Mike Aviles will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Water. Get the water here.
And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Pretty lucky here defensively that this winds up only a double. You see the leap, maybe a little missed time there as it gets over his head, but fortunately, he's got back up the field this thing and get it in quickly. If that backup's late in getting there, these are the kind of plays you see inside the Parkers on.
Nick Swisher will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. And there's a fastball to begin the at-bat as Weaver gets ahead. For Aviles, the double was his third of the season here in this first month. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Yeah, just a little topper back to the mound. A good job to look the runner back and throw on to first for the out.
Brandon Moss will stand in. An RBI double to his credit the first time around. And a high strike there, 0-1. Now here's a ground ball toward the hole, and it's going to sneak on through into left field for his second hit of the night. Hamilton's throw is on target. He's out at home plate. Indians leave 1, but they lead it 1-0. Cole Calhoun will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Come on now, let's go. Here we go.
And this is lined into right field, and he's aboard here with the leadoff single. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Chris Iannetta will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
That's one of those fast never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
In there, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. Curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Howie Kendrick will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
2 out with the man at first. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Try opening your eyes for the next pitch. Oh.
Fouled straight back. Santana waiting on a 1-1. And this will be grounded foul past Pujols at first. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Yan Gomes will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Ibar at short. A few steps to his left. He's got it. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see there, both guys are living in the 90s, but in vastly different parts of town. 97 versus an even 90 miles an hour. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. First pitch coming. Lays off 1-0. And here's a swing and another chance out there at short. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
Well, let me tell you, when you're on a losing streak, this is an out. But when you're on a winning streak, man, these are the little breaks that just seem to always go your way. He's got himself an infield single.
Ryan Rayburn will try it again. He flew out his first time. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Converging are Trout and Hamilton, but this is going to go all the way to the wall. Around third and being waved on home.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box cam. You can see the two outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
David Murphy will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Fastball in there for a called strike. For Rayburn, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Two runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And Freese will make the catch, and that ends the inning. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 2-0 Indians. Mike Trout will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Here's the first offering. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Santana is there, and on one pitch, Trout is retired.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Albert Pujols will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after him.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
And now a swing and a miss by Pujols as they punch him out, and that's a big out number 2.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the fourth. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Josh Hamilton will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ground ball here just to the left of second. And this is knocked down on the mound. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Michael Bourne will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
The Indians, center fielder, Michael Bourne.
In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. In there, a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Mike Aviles will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And this will be fouled away. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Kendrick on to Pujols at first, and it's a double play.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Indians there, but they're on top 2-0. Raul Ibanez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Let's go, Angels!
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's off to a fast start, currently 2nd in the American League here in the month of April. David Freese will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider, difficult to lay off, but he did it.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a one-out single.
These guys, they've been out hit by 5, but it's still only a 2-0 game. So despite the lack of offense, they're still very much in this ballgame.
Cole Calhoun will stand in. A base hit his first time around. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here comes a 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
Let him go!
Here we go.
Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Runners on first with one down. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in now the catcher Chris Iannetta. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle, and that's in there, base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Eric Aybar. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Brandon Moss will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
Brandon Moss.
And this inning begins with a pitch chopped foul at home plate. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes the pitch to Moss. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the putout.
Carlos Santana will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. And this is in the dirt as it swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, he's lucky this ball doesn't get further away. It's a fastball in the dirt, but luckily he's able to block it and make a strong throw to first.
Yan Gomes will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. Just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Howie Kendrick will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Yeah, Angels! All right, Angels!
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Mike Trout will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Boy, he is just wearing guys out with that 2-seam fastball. I don't care if it's inside, outside, he's really hitting his spots well.
Let's do it. Here we go.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Albert Pujols will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now a ground ball hit sharply back up the box, and it'll get into center field, a 2-out single.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that. Now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Josh Hamilton will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. Angels leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Dane De La Rosa is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. And Freese won't get a glove on this one. It's a fair ball.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far.
Right fielder.
They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Ryan Rayburn will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game.
Let's get the easy 2 now. Let's go.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he goes after a fastball, but pops it up back behind second base. And Ibar will put this one away for the first out.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
David Murphy will step forward now. Lined out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Kick him off, third base. Let's go.
Hit hard toward the right side. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And they'll apply the tag, and he is cooked at home.
Well, this is a situation where you really need to be content to hold on at third base here. By the time he hits third, you can already tell he slowed his pace considerably, and I think it's about there that he realized he wasn't going to make it. They put the tag on him easily to record the out.
So a runner at second, 2 down now. And the lineup will turn over now for Michael Bourn. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Now a ball bounced towards the mound. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Raul Ibanez will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Designated hitter, Raul Ibanez.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Let's go, Angel!
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And a half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
David Freese will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
The 3-1 coming. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
1 out, nobody on. And he swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And Aviles is there to take this one in for route number 2.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Fouled back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Up with it is Aviles, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Fernando Salas will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Mike Aviles will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. Trout is right there, 1 down.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Nick Swisher will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first is in time to take care of Swisher, and there are 2 away now. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these 2 guys in our 2-0 ball game. Brandon Moss will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Here's a shot out to the alley in right center, and they'll have a 2-out base runner. In fact, maybe good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Up next for Cleveland,
Carlos Santana will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. That's slowly hit to the right side. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Chris Iannetta will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Brian Shaw is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Brian Shaw.
Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Eric Ibar will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And he takes ball 1. One out, nobody on. 1-0 on the way. Breaking balls in there that time, 1-1. Sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses. It's 2-1.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Cut fastball, and there's strike 2.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
You see here from above, since he's left-handed, he's got the third baseman playing well off the line. I don't know if this is exactly where he intended to hit the baseball, but it works out for him.
Howie Kendrick will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. High bar on it first, and now the pitch. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Mike Trout will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Now the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Angels strand 1. They're down 2-0. Joe Smith will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Yan Gomes will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. One pitch is in the air now out to left field. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th. Lonnie Chisenhall will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the 2nd out.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good strong throw.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this ball will be chopped foul. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2. struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Albert Pujols will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Cody Allen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 39, Cody Allen.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 1 strike to Pujols. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Josh Hamilton will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. And he comes with the curveball, but this is grounded foul. Swing and a miss as they jump ahead of Hamilton here, 0-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 1-2 now to the former MVP.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Raul Ibanez will stand in as their last chance now. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And this is going to be a foul ball. 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And now the bat explodes as this is popped up. And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
One final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 2-0. Good night from Anaheim.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.